Welcome to the ODOT Heavy Equipment Operator Training Series. This video covers the basic operations and blade control for a John Deere 550K series crawler dozer. It is by no means a replacement for your manual. It is strictly a visual aid in addition to the manual. If your machine differs from the John Deere 550K, refer to the operator's manual of your machine. Start off by opening the battery housing on the rear right side of the dozer and turning the battery disconnect switch clockwise to the on position. When entering or exiting the cab, use the 3 points of contact rule. 1 hand and 2 feet, or 2 hands and 1 foot need to be in contact with the machine at all times. This rule is extremely important when working with a dozer. Unlike other heavy machinery, the dozer requires you to walk along its tracks, which are high and slippery from mud, lubricants, and general buildup from construction sites. Always have your hands firmly gripped on the handholds before stepping on the dozer track. Once you're seated in the cab, fasten your seatbelt before doing anything else. Make sure the park lock levers are in the up and locked position and place the transmission control lever, or TCL, in neutral. As a safety precaution, the dozer will not start unless these 2 controls are in their proper positions. Press and release the horn switch to alert others around you and set the engine speed to half power. If the dozer has been properly parked, you will need to lift the blade by pulling back on the blade control lever. If your machine is equipped with a ripper, you will need to do the same with the ripper control lever. To control the dozer's position and direction, you will use the TCL. When you are ready to accelerate, decompress the brake pedal and push the TCL forward for forward movement and reverse for backing up. The TCL also controls the dozer's steering. Push left for left turns and right for right turns. Moving the TCL fully right or left will cause the machine to counter-rotate for sharper turns. To increase the engine speed, rotate the engine speed control dial clockwise to the fast idle position towards the rabbit icon. To decrease engine speed, rotate the dial counterclockwise to slow idle position towards the turtle icon. To lower your blade, push the blade control lever forward until you reach your desired depth. Move the blade control lever left to tilt the blade left. Move the lever right to tilt the blade right. Twist the blade control lever counterclockwise to move the right edge of the blade forward. Twist the lever clockwise to move the left edge of the blade forward. Not all crawler dozers come equipped with a ripper attachment, but if your model does, then simply push the ripper control lever, located to the right of the blade control lever, forward to lower the ripper to your desired depth. When you have completed ripping, simply pull the ripper control lever rearward to raise it back up. Before you begin any digging or ripping, be sure the utility services in the area have been notified and that the job site is marked for possible underground lines or structures. This is extremely important. Dozing or ripping through a gas pipeline or an electrical line could be fatal. When working on a hill or rough terrain, reduce your speed to maintain control of your dozer. Cross over hills and obstructions at an angle. Ease up to the breakover point. Balance slowly on the obstruction and ease down to minimize the impact. When you're working in close areas, reduce your speed to avoid possible collisions with other equipment and workers. Even though the backup alarm is sounding, many workers on a loud and busy work site may not be paying complete attention. Always be aware of your surroundings and stay visible to others. If you're required to haul the unit, always use caution when loading it on or off a trailer. Experience shows that this is one of the most likely times for a tipping accident. You must follow a series of precautionary steps every time you load, transport, and unload the dozer and trailer. First, be sure the trailer is parked on a firm, flat surface. Use chalk blocks against the trailer's wheels to prevent the trailer from moving. Always fasten your seatbelt before loading or unloading the dozer in case it overturns. Use a spotter to help you line up the dozer. To keep yourself straight and on target, have the spotter stand on the center line to guide you. The center line of the dozer should align with the center line of the trailer. The dozer also needs to be balanced in the middle of the trailer with equal distances between the front and the rear of the trailer. When the dozer is in position, move the park lock lever into the locked position. Lower the dozer blade and attachments for added stabilization. Shut the engine off and release the dozer's hydraulic pressure. Fasten each corner of the machine to the trailer with a chain and ratchet load binder. ODOT no longer uses crossover X tightening. Do not place chains or cables over or against hydraulic lines or hoses. Finally, place an exhaust sock over the exhaust pipe and turn the battery disconnect switch to the off position. Unchalk the trailer wheels and be sure to clear off any debris that has broken off from loading the dozer onto the trailer. Loose construction materials could fall off during transport, causing serious damage or injuries to others on the road.